The tunnels are full of ants, centipedes, spiders. I itch so much in here. Yes, I'm thankful to be alive because of them, but I have no personal space. I don't know if I'll ever see my family again. It was too late for them to reach the tunnels. I fear that they may have been raped and killed by the American soldiers. But I can't think like that. I need to think that there's something out there left to live for.
The US military were based in war-torn Vietnam.
Not only were they brutally destroying villages and civilization ships,
but the soldiers showed their
patriarchal,
relationship over women.
the Vietnamese women, abusing local bars for their own downtime. They showed the male American domination
Through brutal and cruel oppression, drink and rape.
taken as similar recreation.
How are you on this fine day?
I'm fine, Robert. How are you?
I'm loving this woman, killing all those goddamn goose.
I'm not. Killing all these innocent people?
What, are you joking? You're fighting for your country. You gotta man up. First, I didn't want anything to do with this war. Then I realized, all this was to do one thing and one thing only. Fight for my country.
Yeah, fighting for your country. Killing innocent people? How many people have you killed?
Well, I killed about 50 to 70 men with an M60. What about you, Paul?
I killed 10 to 15 men with Uzi, and it makes me feel sick.
Any of those drink?
Nah.
Like that last one.
We've changed Vietnam forever.
Hell yeah!
Deep, Lieutenant. What? Didn't you feel guilty about all those people you were doing there?
Hell
there was this girl. She was crying and bleeding. I just had to pull out my gun and shoot her in the face.
Good on you,
It was
Lieutenant.
hilarious, man. Hilarious.
That wasn't class. Can we get some drinks over here?
Drinks.
More drinks.
Hi, boys. Got some drinks?
3 whiskeys, please.
Maybe later.
Sure. Hey, honey. Can we go somewhere in private?
First of all, how much?
Well, we'll discuss that later. See my bikini? Just the right size. You like the way the bags at my thighs? Look from behind, I'll not cut your eyes.
Hey, who's the new girl?
She's not the same. I'll show you here for my special trophy award. For a Marine. I'll show you more.
You're gonna get one of them girls?
Hell no. I ain't paid for it.
As he came in the room, I knew what was going to happen. He could smell the fear of me. I could tell it gave me some sort of satisfaction to see me scared. So I didn't make eye contact with him. He took off his uniform in front of me, like it was his birthright, and my existence was meant for his gratification. His deep, heavy breathing made me feel physically sick. The stench of his breath in my face, his arm on mine. I wanted to die. He tried to kiss me. I moved my head. Then he whispered.
Don't even, bother screaming. No one's gonna hear you.
His hands moved down my body. I couldn't move. My whole body became still. I closed my eyes as tight as I could. When I opened it, it was over. I wanted to get dressed, but I was too weak to pick up my clothes which was thrown around the room. So I just lay there, waiting. I'm only 15. I've done nothing wrong to deserve this. I heard footsteps coming back. I was pleased, thinking he was coming back to kill me. It all went silent. I looked up at the door, and instead of seeing a gun pointing towards my head, I saw another officer. I knew exactly what he came for. I didn't die that day, but every part of me did. My name? Sue Thompson. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. Grew up in Willstone Mountain. with strict parents. It all started off when I volunteered for the Navy in 1961. Then in 1964, I returned home. And then I started for the real thing, the U.S. Army, in 1966. And then I became an aggressive and exceptional pilot. I'm so proud to be an American. So, my troops, they came upon our other troops, Callie's troops, killing the people of my land. I put my helicopter down between the villagers and our soldiers and ordered my men to shoot our fellow Americans if they attack another civilian. This was not what I came here for. Seeing those children trembling towards me, dying, everything just stopped. Slow motion. People just dying because of Callie and his men's actions. This had nothing to do with me. Women beaten, children just torn apart, abandoned in the ditch of the road. This was my word against Callie's. It was me against Callie. His power was so strong. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't turn my back on these people. I called in U.S. support from other helicopters. We airlifted at least 9 Vietnamese civilians. But that doesn't matter to me. No. Were they the lucky ones? They didn't have a choice to live. But I had a choice to change Callie's mind. But it was out of my power. I couldn't do anything. This was the day that hell was brought to the earth. This was the day I was sick to be part of American history and to be an American.
My name is William Kelly. I was born June 8th, 1943. As soon as I left that hellhole of school, I wanted to do one thing and one thing only. That's to serve our great nation. My father was a United States Army war hero and served in World War II. I know I'll be finally doing my father proud if I follow in his footsteps. So that's what I did. I did 9 weeks of basic army training to get me ready for what lied out there in Vietnam. But I didn't go over there to win a war. I went over there to clear the vermin from this planet. The Vietnamese. As soon as I joined Vietnam, I led my own platoon. And what a great leader I was. I was so good. My men, they plotted an assassination on me because I was, and remain to this day, truly amazing. My men, soft-hearted idiots. They're trying to play, help, and give fucking cancer to those Vietnamese children, but no! No one I'm in charge. I killed and burned all those Vietnamese people like animals. One by one they fell, falling like the cowards they are. I scored 22 kills in the My Lai massacre. I was only convicted for cleaning the vermin from this planet.
Tragedy in My Lai. Innocent people being brutally attacked by the American soldiers.
Get on the floor! Yeah, you! Get on the floor!
Please.
Oh, God!
Oh my God.
Innocent Vietnamese civilians lined up one by one, shot dead.
Get in the line! Yeah, you hear me? I said get in the line! What's this?
That's it.
Get back into line. Don't make me say it twice. Oh, damn. I'm proud to be an American. The city is mine!
The city is no longer ours.
My Lai massacre was the mass murder of 347 to 504 unarmed citizens in the south of Vietnam.
On the 16th of March 1968, conducted by a unit of the United States Army.
This included women, children, and elderly people.
Many of the victims were raped,
Beaten! Tortured!
and many bodies were found mutilated.
It prompted a widespread outrage around the world. They immediately began killing every still living human and animal they could find.
This included Vietnamese emerging from their hiding places.
And the wounded. I found moaning in heaps of bodies.
The Vietnamese were killed with indiscriminate fire.
Soldiers began using firearms, grenades and bayonets.
BBC News
Dozens of people herded into irrigation ditch and other locations.
were killed with automatic weapons.
Your son, Richard Murray, has died today, on the 10th of April 1968, due to gunfire. Actions speak louder than words. I showed my actions.
Your son, James Malone, has died today on the 1st of August 1968 due to gunfire. There is no point in living if you have no reason to live. I served my reason.
Your son, Joseph Fred Hayes, has been declared dead today on the 2nd of June 1968. Fighting in the war has been my life. I have lived my dream.
Your son, John Matthew Cole, has died today on the 4th of December 1966 due to a mass explosion of bombs. I am proud to have served my country and hope to have done some good.
Your son, Robert Benjamin, has died in hospital on the 4th of November 1996. What did hurting made me stronger?
Your son, Thomas Shaw, has been killed on the 15th of November 1963. I did many horrible things. No regret, none of them.
Your son, Paul James Allen, were killed today on the April 12, 1969, due to a helicopter crash. How can I die in a place I never wanted to be?
Your son, Charles Clifton Jones, died today the 1st of May 1967 due to a helicopter crash. Long live America.
Your son, Louis Albanese, died today on the 1st of December 1966 due to gunshot. I served my country like a true patriot.
Wear your bloody heart out. It's not how many died.
But they died in vain, achieving nothing except our grief for them.
It said you cannot write a good poem unless recollected in tranquility.
Then be a bad poem, bad as a war, dividing author from reader and reader from page.
Let it drive away between father and sons.
Let fathers mistake rebellion for disloyalty.
Let sons mistake honour through stupidity.
Let senators mistake appropriation for commitment.
Let mothers confuse waste with sacrifice. Let sisters turn to prostitution to forget.
Let teachers suicide in public for partial recompense.
Let preachers castrate themselves for passive assent.
Let everything in.
America
that breathes.
Hang your head in irrefragable shame.
This is Alexia.
Your
Assumptions.
Hid the neck of post of the dark-suited wisdom.
A city set in a pit cannot be hid.
for all the sons that will never get to see their fathers again.
For all the people who lost their homes in the Vietnam War.
For all the people who died in the war, what they never wanted to be in.
For all the children that lost their dignity due to prostitution.
For all the families destroyed by the war.
All the unarmed civilians who never had a choice to die.
For all the people who only saw one part of the world.
For all the children who never got a chance to live.
For all the mothers who will never see their children.
Vietnam has changed.
And will never be the same again.